Hi guys, today we're going to react to Disclosure by Jinjer.
Куди?
Мене слідчий викликав до себе.
Документи. Тетяна Шмелюк?
Так.
Проходьте.
I keep forgetting that Tatiana is a young woman. I have a perception in my head that she's a soul-devouring entity because she has such an impactful voice. But in that short scene before the song started, and she talks to that guard, and she's a person. She's a normal human being. It kind of threw me off a bit. It's another rarity with us in which we react to a music video by Jinjer. We usually react to live performances by them. It's very intense.
The last one we did, I think, was also a music video, which was Home Back. It's interesting. Also, so far, no screaming voice. She's singing this with her normal voice. I assume the screams will come in at some point. The growl, as we call it, the scream, whichever one she uses in this one, I'm sure she will. There's something that I heard about this song. A friend told me, and I actually stopped them. I'm like, I don't want to know anymore. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No spoilers. I wanna see it. But apparently, this song was inspired by an interview she did. She and maybe I think it was Vlad, they were being interviewed by either a Russian or a Ukrainian interviewer. And I think she left with some not so good feelings about it, which inspired her to go and write this song. It was probably treated like some kind of an interrogation or something like that. I didn't want to hear any more about it, so I stopped them. And I'm glad I did, because if I would have known the exact details, it would have kind of left nothing to the imagination. But yeah, I'll definitely go and find that interview after we do this. I might even actually include that in the description as well, because I just like that she gets inspired by real life things that are very specific. You know, one was some sort of a betrayal by her friend who criticized her for things that aren't her. Others were to do with the war in the Ukraine, you know, Home Back and everything. And now this, it's just, she's very deep. There's definitely a depth to her.
Yeah, she doesn't harbor, I think, anything, because she's an artist. She turns everything into something good. Every bad experience, even good experience, she makes it into something. She creates, she produces something that comes from what she experiences. It's a character trait. She's that person who turns things into something.
Which reminds me of the warning, you know, and that thing that people said about Pau, you know, don't get on her bad side or you'll end up in one of her songs, being the subject of one of her songs. I think Tatiana is similar in that way.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
That little bit of information you gave about the background behind this song kind of falls in line with what's happening here. She's being interrogated, almost in noir style theme here. We didn't react to many music videos of this. I think this is the second one, but I've never seen Tatiana in a vulnerable situation.
Yeah. She's always like powerful and maybe even aggressive at times. Also interesting, she showed a Ukrainian passport, and I think they were speaking in Russian, not Ukrainian. I think. I'm not 100% sure. You put a toll on me like a stuff, guess I went on my bed, and everywhere
You wanna stake me out? It's taken another fucking round. Disclosure. We tried to blow this world together, but you say this scorn children forever. You got them back. Since when to hate a man is a fate of a saint? 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 Is a fate of a saint?
Before we get into the lyrics, the video itself, it just felt like Tatiana got to act out the fantasy of what she wanted to do to that interviewer. You know what I mean? It's like she took it all out there. And it's funny that you said, it's the first time we see her as vulnerable. Not for long. The tables turned very quickly. The lyrics are very interesting. There's different places in here with some killer lines, and the overall feel of it is pretty much a criticism at anyone coming from, say, social media or TV shows or any type of entertainment where they basically kind of paparazzi style try to exploit the artists by sort of ambushing them and trying to get something out of them that isn't necessarily right. Yeah. This shameless kind of technique that tries to create controversy where there really isn't any. I just really, really like the way she writes. She's one of my favorite writers when it comes to music, as far as lyrics. And there was a line here, such an artless performance of a crude brain in an awkward dance of the brainwashed and the sane. Love that.
Yeah.
Just beautifully constructed.
What you said about having the paparazzi take every opportunity they can to get a rise out of people like Tatiana, who is in the public eye. There's a verse there that starts with, you say you follow me, as you admire me, you're my fan, you like my work, but instead you put a tail on me. She's protesting being scrutinized for everything she does, because then it will likely be used against her just to get a rise, just to get a news item out there, just to get something out of her that is not very nice. It's a total disregard of the fact that they're all people, that she's a person, that she has her own life. If you hadn't mentioned that interview, my mind wouldn't necessarily go that way, but it falls in line with what you said. She had a problematic interview, or problematic interviews that culminated in that one. I doubt it's the first one that she experienced that annoyed her. It's such an awkward dance of the brainwashed and the sane. There will always be people who will get a rise of these types of practices. And you have to be a sane person to look at it the way it is, to see there's no truth in there. There's nothing in there but provocativeness for the sake of provocativeness.
And following the lines you read before, put a tail on me one. She says, like a snoop gets the wind of my feet, and everywhere I've been, what I do, where I go, what I say, what I don't. Get a life of your own. Get a life of your own. So yeah, that's definitely going in that direction. That paparazzi or press in general, who try to find every little detail, dirty laundry that they can use, out of your life, instead of looking for good things. She refers to it as mind games. What a shameless theater. in front of the camera, a playful enthusiast, but he got no stamina. If knowledge is power, then ignorance devoured you. Your mind is as shallow as a puddle on a hot summer day.
She's actually singing to that interviewer. That's what it feels like after you've mentioned
Yeah,
it.
definitely. She's not hiding it, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
she's just putting it straight
Yeah.
out there. I wouldn't want to be that interviewer, that's for sure.
I wouldn't want to be that interviewer because I think being that particular type of person is already a bad sentence all on itself without having Tatiana chastise you for it. I love the visual homage, that actually precise homage they did to the first Matrix, with the mouth being closed off, as in silenced. So the tables have turned, to my mind, especially when you gave that little bit of background. It's like she is proclaiming that the tables have turned. She's telling to that interviewer, I can see what you were doing. It's actually an announcement to all opportunist interviewers out there, or, you know, tabloids or whatever types of people who try to get that rise. So she's saying, I can see what you're doing. Now it's my turn to call you up on it.
And by the end of it, it's like she put him in his place, telling him, you know, if you keep doing this, this is what we can do to you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of went violent. And also, you know, when they put him in that van, the van had a rat with a, you know, red sort of crossed out sign, like an exterminator.
Yeah.
Basically saying, I'm putting out the trash, you are vermin.
But in the video, he thanks them at the end, because I think maybe they're trying to educate people's way of thought. You don't have to scrutinize and look for the bad news so you can feel better about yourself. It doesn't mean anything.
And also after his lips reform, and he looks down, he sees that he's no longer chained, and also the gun is in his lap. This is your choice, which is a strong statement. Aside for the meaning and the lyrics and everything, it's another banger of a song. You know, they can do no wrong so far. It's just amazing. She's still what we termed the first time we heard her as possibly the best growler in the business. The guys, you know, they took a bit more part in this one, which I like. And again, seeing them play, they are just so powerful, just so something about this band. Definitely one of my favorites in that style. Just awesome.
They can build and maintain a level of energy and mix it with the message that they bring and their own signature in a way that can really hack into your brain. It can really get something out of you that will make them unforgettable to you.
Absolutely. And finally, this is the first time where we actually see them being a little bit playful, you know what I mean, in the music video. They're a little bit playful. There's some element there that you could tell they were having fun with this whole thing. So yeah, I don't know, just an amazing band. This was another awesome entry into the Jinjer playlist, which is where this is going. So yeah.
Yeah, not surprising. Awesome. Yeah, we always love Jinjer. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
They say, oh, I have heard this before. It was good for its time. To some extent, I agree. But I think that if I would have heard this today for the first time, it would have blown my mind. I think that I would love this maybe more if I heard this today for the first time. I just don't think that it aged badly or anything like that. I think it's a fantastic song. A lot of their songs are, as we've discussed before, some of their music videos may have aged badly. But yeah, the song itself, just listening to it, it's still an amazing song, and I wish bands could write songs like this today. And definitely check out our Jinjer playlist, which should be somewhere on the screen at this point. And again, thank you very much for the support, guys. We appreciate you more than you know. Without you, there would be no show. So us being here is thanks to you. We appreciate it. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode. We hope to see you then. Thanks again, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.